Denmark is not perfect. It's not alive. Africa is alive, but it's very chaotic and people can take advantage of you. And yeah, it's not structured. It's like it can be a mess. And yeah, okay. Neither of these places will fix your loneliness. You have Denmark, right? Okay, Denmark again, everything is safe, everything is structured, but people are just emotionally closed off. Okay, everything works in Denmark, right? Healthcare, clean street, stability, and inner work is big. Therapy is big. It's one of the big pluses there in Denmark. But people are, oh, they're so closed, they're like zombies. It's not easy to find good nice people that you can just heal with. Okay, you can go to different, there's some events you can go to, and then you can meet people there, but still there it's people or communities. You can join communities, football community, sports events, even at work, but still people are just so sterile, they're so boring, they're so logic, there's no vibe, there's no life, you know okay, they try to be polite, they're kind, but they're still distant, they're still closed off, and then there also this gender law, or janteloven in Danish, like don't think that you are better than me, who do you think you are? So that kills this expression, right? um, but again, you can find people. Like, how did I do it? In Denmark, I was into this community, one of the communities were like people who were also socially awkward, like I was socially awkward too. And then I was like finding communities, especially around the opposite sex, so I wanted to like break into that, and because then I felt people who were suffering socially, they were suffering around their dating life and everything, right? As I went into that community, you could call it pickup archery, like pickup whatever, right? But it's just a bad name. It's not good. It's really not good. And then fortunately, in that big community, I found people who are much more into spirituality, theology, philosophy, honesty, integrity. So I went with those people. So I was very happy that I found people through that, and then I started to go out more and more and more and more and more, and then we focus more and more on our trauma, our programming, all that. We started to focus much more on that realm. That was amazing. It was really amazing. So we focus much more on that. So those guys in the trauma release, trauma resolving community, those are my best friends. I connect so much more with them. I'm so happy that I have them, and I'll have them for the rest of my life. I'm pretty sure about that. And then some of them are spiritual, and I think most of them they care about spirituality and business and entrepreneurship. So it's just the perfect blend for me. So you can find people who are like that. And another friend, he's not so much into business, like a little bit, but he's more into corporate right now. But he's very extremely spiritual, and I found him in a group called Loneliness. So you can even DM people on Facebook, and also through my work, like reaching out, DMing, holding seminars. So I even meet people through that as well. So my network is just growing and growing and growing and growing. And on top of that, I meet people in real life too. Even here in Tanzania, I meet a lot of people, in the raw, in the out, you know. But that is Africa, right? Okay, people, they smile at you, they talk to you, they approach you. But the bad thing here in East Africa is that people, they want to take advantage. A lot of people, they can take advantage of you. It's crazy. It's very sad. So when I talk to people here compared to Denmark, in Denmark I can just relax. Like, okay, it's really rare that people wanna scam you and stuff like that, because Denmark, I get it. We are a first world country. It's a rich country, right? It's well off. But in Africa, East Africa, talking about that, it's like people, they just want to, many, they just want to take advantage. They see an opportunity. Wow, okay, this guy, he's from Europe. Okay, let me see what I can get out of him, you know. And it's very sneaky, you know, because if you as a foreigner don't notice that people are overcharging you or putting an extra crazy high fee, they would think that the people who try to scam you, hey, it's okay, he thinks it's normal. He thinks it's normal, you know, so I haven't scammed him, you know. So it's the wonder of the egoic mind. That's one of my best friends, he loves to say that, you know, it's the wonder of the egoic mind, all the stories from the egoic mind, you know. Like, instead of like being real, being honest, and connect to the higher self, connect to God, connect to the universe, because if you really connect to God, you kind of know what is right and what is wrong, but you can hide it, you can block it, right? So in Africa, you need to be very, very, very wary, and talk, interact, and then isolate, you know, isolate to enjoy each and every interaction. Just enjoy the interaction. Don't think of what, even in Denmark, you know, just isolate to enjoy, be in the presence and enjoy talking to new people. Just enjoy that, be in the present, be fully present in each interaction. And then you will, I guarantee you, you will be successful. Obviously, do the inner work as well, and then enjoy the interaction. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about, you know, what you want to get out of it, or just forget about it. Just, it's a gift. God has given you the gift, or the universe has given you the gift, that you can go up to an individual and strike off a conversation. That is a gift. That is enough. You succeeded just by saying, hi, what's up, you know. For example, now I'm living in this property, and I just met 3 guys in a span of, what, 30-40 seconds. I just say, hey, what's up, man? And one of them I even had a conversation with, you know. Like, it was very, very short, less than, you get my point, right? And then 2. And then next time I showed up, I basically planted the seed. They know who I am, and then I can interact more with them. So, so the inner work perspective, I realized that, you know, all the things, all the misery, all the hurt, all the attachment issues, even loneliness, you know, it comes from within. It's an illusion, right? So, and there's different inner work metrics. So for example, in Denmark, when it comes to inner work framing, it is like, okay, there's this fear of expressing oneself. There's a fear of that you will do too much, and the Dane will be scared off, or will think you're weird. For example, if you approach somebody in the street in Denmark, they if you don't have game, you don't know how to talk, and you're new in it, you can be shut off many times, and you can fall into depression. I know people that have done that have been doing that, that's been falling into depression because they're so attached, and they feel like they cannot really express themselves, right? Because they get this, what the fuck, what do you want with me? Get the hell away from me. You're like, go away, this is weird. So you need to kind of like let go of those kind of reaction, because in Denmark, again, enjoy the interaction, because you will meet people who loves you. Why do you care so much about people who give that reaction, right? Like, get the hell away, what do you want? You even there you can talk around. That's why I mentioned game. You can say like, oh hey, I know it's weird to talk, but I just want to say, hey, what's up? You know, how's it going? You know, I know you're in Denmark and we don't really talk, and then you can, you know, most people will, even Danes, you know, they would understand it. You know, and then express yourself, express no matter what. Express yourself. Don't suppress your emotions, because people, they feel weird, you know, because it's you. You know, don't suppress yourself because of people don't like you, for the love of God. And in Africa, it's this very, you have to be aware of, okay, you talk, okay, people are smiling, they blah blah blah. But in Africa, many, they can suffer. Many, they only think about money. They think about how to go about their day, which is fair. You have probably done the same. You're doing the same in the grand scheme of spirituality. There's a version of you doing the same right now. And DM me if you're interested in that kind of talk. You're always welcome to DM me, but set your boundaries. Example, I've met like a barista, right? And then I was like in super happy mood, and then I think she was like, "Whoa, okay, nice, crazy guy. Okay, he's from different place. He's from Europe." And then she's like, "Can I ask for your number?" Then immediately too, I just tapped into all my senses, tapped into even my experience, my intuition. I was like, "Oh man, it seems like this lady, she just want to take advantage of me, right?" But I'm like trying to let go, and then she's like, "Can I have your number? You can take my contact." Like, yeah, okay, maybe next time, because I have to think about it. It's like, okay, then she came again, and then we had a good vibe, and then okay, just take my number then, right? And then I was right. I was right. After a day or two, she's like, "Please buy me a gift. You're not gonna buy me any gift." I'm like, "I don't even know you, like I'm your client. I just came into your barista place just to buy a cup of coffee, and then you just vibing, you're trying to smile, vibe, and then ask me if I can buy you a shoe, like a pair of shoes. Come on, man, come on." So you have to set boundaries. So here I just set a boundary, like, "Hey, I'm just your client. I don't even know you. I'm just your client at the end of the day. I cannot just buy you shoes. Come on." Right? There's another one who's a security man in one of these places, and he always asks me, "Buy me a drink, buy me beer." One thing is that it's a drink, it's an alcoholic beverage. I don't even drink, so I don't want to support that. And the other thing is that asking me every single day, "Come on, okay, I can help you, but just vibe with me, like vibe. It's like sales, vibe, build rapport, and then okay, I can help you out. I can help you. I would love to help you. Or if you really like you, okay, maybe I can help you out. But I cannot just give every people that I meet. So the philosophy is basically that you accept what is going on. Accept, forgive, and think, okay, you would have probably done the same. You're doing the same, the grand scheme, right? There's a version of you who's doing the same right now. And you understand it's a struggle, right? It's a struggle. People are struggling. That's why they do it. That's why they disconnect to God, and they think of their lower ego. Instead of earning money the honest way, but maybe they don't have the means, they don't have the finances, they are extremely traumatized, the trauma stops them. So you can understand, right? Okay, the way is just to cheat and scam. That is their program, and there's nobody there to really help them. They're not open to other ways. Okay, people are like that. That's what makes life beautiful, right? That we are so different. So yeah. So the final thing that I want to emphasize on this is that stop trying to get something out of people, because even me, I can be like that. Like if I go up to people, in the grand scheme, everything is good. We always want. I mean, many times, for example, these three gentlemen, I just said hi to them. I don't really want anything. I'm just vibing. But you can take it really, really far. It's just to feel good. Feel good is a part of me. I feel good when I do it. So you can take it really far. Okay, Jen, you still wanted to get something out of it, right? But my closing line is to just enjoy the interactions. Let go of what you want to get. Enjoy, be in the present moment, laugh with these people, right? So go out there, enjoy the interactions, one by one, without expecting, assuming, getting anything back. Let go of the attachments.